presented by Table Mountain Casino.
The Fresno State football team played one of its old rivals today, the New Mexico State Aggies. The Bulldogs have won 17 out of 18 meetings against NMSU, with their only loss coming in 2011 when Derek Carr was the quarterback. Fresno State trying to avoid that from happening again, so let's head to Las Cruces, New Mexico. The Aggies looking for their first win of the season. First quarter, Bulldogs running back Josh Hokett picks up where he left off in the end zone. Coming off of a 3-touchdown outing, he takes it in from 8 yards out. Fresno State up 7-zip. Jump to the second quarter, and on the very first play of this drive, Jalen Cropper shows us what we saw every Friday night here in the Valley. The Buchanan and Sanger product turns on the speed, takes it in from 79 yards out, his first Division I touchdown as a Bulldog. Congrats to him. Cropper had 5 carries for a $118 in that score. After a Fresno State field goal to go up 17, this happens. New Mexico State driving, but Waylon Free says, yeah, I'll take that. He does exactly that. Goes 88 yards to the house for the pick 6. He had 2 interceptions on the night. Fresno State wins 30-17. Sports Central's Andrew Martin is in my home state and has more.
Julia, this is far from perfect, and everyone we talked to after the game said exactly that. But they also said this. The bottom line is Fresno State got a win. The Bulldogs are leaving Las Cruces, New Mexico with a 30-17 win over New Mexico State. They improved to 18-1 all-time against the Aggies. More importantly, they improved to 2-2 this season.
We had some guys step into some different roles tonight and playing for the first time, and I thought they did an admirable job.
It was a little, I don't know, butterflies, shaky all throughout the week, kind of like knowing that I was going to play this Saturday. Real unrestful night last night, but I mean, it felt good to be back.
When did you know on that long run that you were going to score, that you had that touchdown?
I cut the corner and I seen Jerry Rice and Cam Sun. They were blocking and doing their job, and I just seen like green, and after that I just put on the burners and just never looked back after that.
Jalen Cropper had 118 rushing yards tonight, of course helped by that 79-yard touchdown run. Amorie Edwards playing in his first game as a Bulldog. The kid from Tulare was the Bulldogs' leading receiver tonight, 8 catches for 70 yards. He also took a shot on this play, but he was okay. The bottom line for the Bulldogs is they got a win. So now they head into their second bye week with a record of 2-2. In Las Cruces, New Mexico, I'm Andrew Martin for Sports Central. Julia, back to you.
All right, thanks, Andrew. A couple of local standouts faced each other tonight as UNLV traveled to Wyoming. Some bad news for former Bullard star Charles Williams. In the second quarter, he had to get carried off the field. He couldn't put any pressure on his right leg. He wouldn't go back in, but he did join his team on the sidelines in street clothes, wishing him all the best. As for the Pokes, Sean Chambers had a heck of a game. The Kerman product had 4 touchdowns, 2 on the ground as Wyoming wins big 53-17 and improves to 4-1. Adrian Martinez and the Cornhuskers hosting number 5 Ohio State. It wasn't the best outing for the Clovis West alum. 3 picks on his first 4 drives. He threw for 47 yards and was 8 for 17. However, Martinez did lead his team in rushing with 81 yards on the ground. Here's a 56-yard gain on 3rd and 3, but the Buckeyes look like the real deal. They get the statement win 48-7. Round 3 at the Safeway Open in Napa. Entering the day, 2 Valley products were at the top of the leaderboard after 36. Bryson DeChambeau was the sole leader with a 2-shot lead over Nick Watney. The Clovis East alum dropped 14 spots after shooting a 4 over 76. He had 2 bogeys and a double bogey. DeChambeau is tied for 15th, while former Bulldog Watney is tied for 5th. Entering the final round. Some JUCO scores for you. COS beat Santa Rosa in overtime. Fresno City lost to San Mateo. Reedley falls to Foothill. And in soccer, San Antonio FC beats Fresno FC 2-1.
Rummer next time.
Yeah, definitely.
Always got to say that. Keep the positivity. All right, well, coming up next in Eyewitness News, we have some future